Good morning. Welcome to Queen of the Classroom. I am your lovely host, EQ, the Education Queen. And this week's podcast is one of those that you can watch over and over and over again when you need that pep talk, when you need that motivation to get started for the week, or when you just need some validation that, as I've always said, you always have been and always will be more than enough. So if you are looking to get pepped up, to get motivated to start your week, then this is the podcast for you. So this week, I had my students listen to a clip from Coach Carter. I love Coach Carter as a movie. I do believe it's PG-13 though, so if you're not 13, make sure you get your parents' permission before you watch the movie. But in Coach Carter, there is an actor who recites part of Marianne Williamson's Our Deepest Fear poem. It is one of my favorites because it's one of those that's like, yes, why am I shrinking so that someone else can feel comfortable around me? So let me read you a little bit. I'm going to break this down because my students and I did this this week as well. So it says, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Think about that. If we break that down, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. So it's not that we're not good enough or that we can't do it. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure, which means you are so capable that you are afraid to show people how amazing you are, how qualified you are. You're afraid of that. And then it gets a little deeper. So this is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. It is that moment of I'm so grounded in who I am that let me show you how to do that too, and bring in all the sun and positivity. It's that we're afraid to show people, not the darkness. She goes on to say, there is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. Your playing small does not serve the world. Here's what I tell my students, especially middle school, because there's a lot of changes happening. I said, if a friend is not serving you, if a friend is not supportive of you, if a friend is just using you, or they drag you down, or they make you feel less than what you are, they are no longer serving you. And I've said that in a couple of podcasts before. But why would you ever shrink who you are, your greatness? Why would you shrink that greatness so that other people won't feel insecure around you? Instead, what I tell my students is that don't go down to other people's level, bring them back up to yours. And if they're not willing to go up and better themselves and be better, then maybe you shouldn't be near those individuals for a moment. I'm not saying just get rid of anyone who's not ready to go in the morning and everyone's motivated to be their best self and their greatest self. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is lose the people who are offended when you are your best self. Lose them. They're toxic. It is the light in you that frightens them. It is your greatness that makes them feel insecure. And don't you dare shrink your abilities, your talents. Don't you dare shrink those just so that everyone else around you feels comfortable. No, that's not serving you. It's not serving the world. Shine that light. Let's dig a little deeper and move on. It also says in here, it's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. So when you rise up, when you are your best self, when you are your authentic self, when you are shining, then other people around you look to you as that role model. Oh my gosh, look at her. She's so confident. I'm gonna be confident too. Oh, look at him. He looks like he's got it going on. I'm gonna be like him. I can do that too. I can be great too. So when you give yourself permission to be great, then other people are watching and they're noticing. And then they feel like, I can do that too. Imagine if the world kept building each other up and we were celebrating each other's greatness. We were celebrating the strengths. We were celebrating the victories of others instead of judging, instead of tearing them down, instead of going, well, I could have done it better. No. When you step into that knowing, when you step into your authentic, grounded self, you give everyone else permission to rise up to your level, to be great in their own way, to find their strengths. May not be your strengths, but their strengths. And they're allowed to shine too. Last line here. It says, as we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. So liberated is to free. So when we free ourselves from our own fear, which, remember, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. So when we free ourselves from the limitations that either someone else is putting on us or that you're putting on yourself because you're afraid to show people greatness, when you free yourself from that mentality and you shine, then it says our presence automatically liberates others. So walking into that light automatically frees others from their fears too. So, my challenge for you this week, dig a little deep. What do you think this would mean to you? What does it mean to be like your best self and to give yourself permission to be great? We all have strengths. My strength is not going to be the same as yours. Your strength is not going to be the same as mine. But if I allow myself to be my greatest self, and you allow yourself to be your greatest self, think of all the things that we could accomplish in the world. Think about that. So I want you to make a list. What are the things that you're really great at? What are the things that you could talk about for 10 minutes without any prep? Think about speech class. Some of you haven't had speech class yet. We had that once as a prompt in college. I think mine was on hiking, but I could do it. Think about those things. Write down those topics. What could you talk about for 10 minutes without any prep at all? What are the things that you're great at? Now, give yourself permission to be great at those things. So talk about it. Not brag about it. Talk about it. Maybe educate someone else about it. Maybe start an after-school club next year. Maybe get a group of friends together and feed off of one another with that ability. We all have greatness in us. Now allow yourself to be great. Okay? I'm giving you permission. I shouldn't even have to give you permission. I'm giving you the kick that motivates you, that allows you, gives you permission, liberates you from whatever's holding you back. We all have greatness in us. So go be great. That's all I have for you. Now I'm getting blotchy because look, I have strong emotions. Look, blotchiness. This is what happens to the education queen when I get fired up about something. I'm really fired up about this. So have a great day. Make smart choices. Be kind to one another. Be kind to yourself. And go be great.